Hi, I'm Kai, a gamer who's decided to use content creation as my motivation to play those games I got in my library that I never play or I just don't as often as I used to. And today I'm going to kick off things with now Minecraft has been one of my favorite games for like years at this point. So why haven't I played in 3 years, I hear you asking? Because I had a potato for a laptop and a low-end phone too. They kinda got cooked by a certain Caves and Cliffs update. So yeah, I had to go back to my early 2000s titles for a while. Until now. My goal with this first series of games on this channel is to just try my best to play them completely vanilla, so no mods, glitches, cheats, exploits, or even Googles or tutorials online. Just completely me and my memory of the game, if there's any. So just as it was intended to be played. Well, look, if updates are coming, I can't say I won't watch a review video or something, but otherwise, I'll let you, the people of the internet, decide whether I'm sticking to those rules during this playthrough. The first thing I immediately realized just from the main menu is there's been so much shift in how different things are in the settings menu. I mean, I took like a good couple of minutes of the recording just setting up the game again. Yeah, anyways, there was one thing I knew I absolutely had to change.
Keybinds. This sneak instead of left shift.
Yeah, to this day, I don't know why Minecraft uses control to run and shift to sneak. And I know too that most people use control to sneak, but I use alt instead. It's a lot easier to press in my opinion. Oh, another thing I know some people do.
Nah, we don't do auto jump. That's despicable.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but auto jump is for people who are trash at video games. I'm sorry, but turn that crap off. And after an embarrassingly long amount of time in the settings, like seriously dude, I was in there for like 5 whole minutes. Anyways, after I went to the world creation menu and being reminded of what could have been,
Oh, don't tease me with that fireflies bullcrap. I remember when they were supposed to add the fireflies, and they didn't because apparently it's poisonous to frogs or something. So stupid.
I named the world Vanilla. And since I used to only play hardcore in Minecraft, I turned that on as well. Now, with all that aside, let's get into some Minecraft for the first time in 3 years.
Oh god, I feel like I'm gonna die really quickly. Not a great spawn. I will be the first to admit.
Yeah, I started off in one of the exact kind of places I didn't want to be in, but as one of the rules of this playthrough, I'm not really allowed to create a bunch of worlds till I get a good spawn or something, so I just have to work with whatever I got. There was, however, two good things about this spawn.
Is that a village? Ooh. Okay, maybe it's not such a bad spawn after all. Huh.
And if that wasn't enough, after professionally demonstrating my laziness,
I have no idea what my skin looks like. I'm gonna change that sometime in the future, but not right now. I can't be bothered. No, give. It's mine. Thank you. And only the last one. There's a portal. And a bunny. But we don't need that. There's a portal. I forgot how to play Minecraft. Okay.
there was a village and a nearly complete ruined portal at spawn. I'll take that.
You know, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 3 wide. I can put in like one of this here. Do I need obsidian for anything else right now? Nah, we'll check back with you. Oh, there's another obsidian here too. That's fun. Okay, I'll check back with that. How do I turn on chords again? I feel old. Somebody remember that for me. Red bed. Am I actually running? I don't feel like I'm running. I feel very slow. Is this a... Thought it was an igloo.
Fun fact, I've never actually seen an igloo in vanilla Minecraft survival, even after years of playing. Because I'm just unlucky.
One day I'll be able to play this good again. Don't make fun of me.
You saw nothing. Just a guy leaving after a normal house visit.
Right, I was doing stuff. That's a cow. New cow.
If I didn't hear that sound it made, I'd be concerned if I should be fearing for my life or not.
It's an exploit. Let's not think about it. We carry on. Hello. I think you will be useful in the future. They have children in this village.
It was at this point I found one. A real one.
There's this random igloo. Oh yeah, I need to actually conserve and not just hop.
I finally found my first igloo in vanilla Minecraft. And I was just talking about how I've never seen one too.
Red dye.
I was about to wonder if those don't come in white for a second there.
You know what? This is mine. Yeah, this is what's in the middle. I know these things have something underneath it. There it is.
Yeah, I'm taking this as my home. And I don't care about all you people who are like,
Oh, you have to build your first house.
shut. I realized that the igloo didn't really have a door, so I decided to make one.
I can make a shield already, dude. That would be cool.
There are some people that don't like the shield, but it's the best thing since sliced bread, man. I'm teal shield all the way. I placed down that door I built, then realized something. The gold chest I got, actually, it's somewhat useful since it has like blast protection. I also realized that I got an enchanted gold digger.
And I got a hoe.
Anyways, I decided to give my basement dwelling neighbors a prison visit, I guess.
I remember this, I think.
The point is to feed the zombie a 5 Michelin star apple with a splash of weakness to magically cure his zombieism, I guess. Which is what the nearby brewing stand and the stuff in the chest are for. And I would have done that to show you guys, but...
This is way down, by the way. I hope you know that. You know what? This isn't an exploit. Why? They're already caged. So if I give them a job in their cage, it's like, you know. How do I break this? I don't have the tools. Oops.
Yeah, let me know if you guys consider that breaking the rules or not. But in my humble opinion, that's a game mechanic. and I will treat it as such. I then decided to go back up and see the world outside, put the chest down and clear my inventory. And admire the symmetry of the redstone torch I placed for some reason.
Yeah, that looks neat. Why was it here? Is it connected to something? I'm confused.
That it is, my friend. Not that I remembered at this point what the deal was with igloos or anything, but I'll soon find that out. Now, as a person who used to do most basic crafting recipes manually, this part was kind of embarrassing and hard to watch.
How do you make sticks again? Like that? Uh, uh, I can't even make the simplest of things anymore, dude. It's been a while. I don't like how dark it's getting. It would be nice to build a house up. I guess I know where I'm building my house then.
Oh yeah, overlooking the peasants at my feet while I sip the finest. Now that I've woken up from my first sleep ever in this world, I decided to finally clear my inventory of crap and start up my hotbar for the convenience. I then moved on to getting some tools.
I'd love to skip all of these, but I'll hold on to a wooden pick for now. Where can I build a mine?
Now, as you all know, and it's stated in the name of the game, an important part of Minecraft is actually mining. And I was looking for just the perfect place to create a mine for such activities, but got distracted by a nearby farm in the village instead.
Feels like learning Minecraft all over again. Don't even have videos to save me this time.
I then began the process of borrowing crops from their farm. Look, they don't really need them, and I'll give them back in the future, like tenfold anyways. The lovely music kicked in at this point, and I think if you know Minecraft, you know what that means.
Music is pretty damn loud too.
I have no clue why Minecraft music tries to rip through your eardrums, even when it's turned down like pretty low. But damn.
Better. Maybe you should turn it down a little bit more. It's a bit loud, isn't it?
Anyways, passing by the future island, I was wondering, how will I even get up there? I thought about the bubble elevator thingy. As you can see me demonstrating how it'll go like up through the center, similar to like an alien ship abduction in a cartoon or something. I kept moving through the village for anything useful I could find while I'm here. Oh, let me know if these barrels were worth checking, by the way. I don't usually check those because nothing ever used to be inside them. But yeah, do let me know down below. Anyways, I spotted this little hole in the ground.
Oh. Oh. We make this easy for me. I hear lava, by the way. I might die. Where's the lava? Don't want to be stupid here or anything, but
So I didn't find that lava, and I wasn't dumb enough to actually dig for it, so I decided to move on. And ironically, this was when I almost fell into one of your ex-girlfriends.
See these holes? These are death traps. You don't want those. And I'm too lazy to fill them in.
I finally decided to go back to looking for that spot for a mine, but I was distracted by a peculiar creature on the way back.
At one point in the game, these used to attack, didn't they? I have an eerie feeling. Maybe it was just like some April Fool's thing. But I swear they used to attack. I need better tools, dude.
Oh, look, a perfect spot for a mine. Needs a bit of finishing touches, but I like it. I immediately went into digging with my bare hands, but at least you get to see a montage instead.
Why do I hear zombies? Are they like over here?
About the only useful thing beds can do in hardcore is skipping the night and blowing stuff up in the nether, I guess. But that first use is all it needs to make it one of the best items to have on you at all times in Minecraft. You can just put it down anywhere and skip the night.
I need a bed to walk around with. Now that I think about it.
Anyways, I entered the caveman era.
Stone Age.
I then moved on to getting some tools and start up my hotbar for the convenience.
This should be food, but I don't have food.
To finish off my hotbar, I made a shield out of my only iron ingot because I could and wanted to. And after all that, I finally started working on the farm.
You know, I wish when you break the block, the snow would fall down. That would be cool. Can't get everything though, I guess. It's already broken. Maybe I should have made like 3 of them. I'm gonna starve, by the way. I am well aware.
Well, there goes my shovel, I guess. And guess who didn't make a spare? Anyways, like your ex did when you broke up with her, I decided to impulsively turn the last of the wood I had into charcoal. But I forgot how much planks were actually needed to do it, or how long each of them burns for. So I spent the whole time in the furnace making sure I put enough to burn it all.
So like, do a stick.
For anyone who doesn't know, by the way, one plank burns 1.5 items, I think. So to burn 8 blocks, I'd need like 5 blocks and I guess a stick.
Let me drop one. Maybe that should be enough. My math should be perfect. If I add one more, of course. Maybe another. Yeah, see? 5.
But beyond this demonstration of low IQ would bring a new discovery.
Is one enough? Should be actually. By the way, why am I suddenly hearing water? That's actually pretty useful.
So my lawn is ugly now, but
I'll tell you what, that's pretty useful.
it is useful because I didn't have a bucket. So I had no way to actually get water to my farm. So now with this, I essentially had my biggest farm problem solved.
I was making a shovel.
I went back into my house to make a shovel so I can easily dig out a water trench to hydrate the nearby land and eventually my crops. And this time I did make a spear.
Mm-hmm. How far does the water travel, by the way? There? That works. Oh, what do you have? Unbreaking, that's beautiful.
Now, gold tools suck. They're fast, but they break so damn easily it's not even worth it. However, my gold digger was unbreakable. Kind of. I cleared my land of the snow and happily continued plowing into the ground with my hoe.
Satisfying? Indeed. Can I make the thing of snow? Like a little flat thing of snow? I can make a block of snow. I don't want to. That's not gonna last, is it? I hate.
As much as it was annoying that the hoe broke when I was so close to finishing, this has now given me the golden opportunity. Get it?
Tell you what, give me this. So I can make 2 hoes. Yeah, I'm balling. Beautiful. Stinky Beat can go here. In the middle. Carrots can go here, I guess. And like the potatoes. I need some for myself. That's 1 charcoal, I think.
After finally planting my 2 crops, I took out my charcoal and cooked myself some baked potatoes. I also used some of that charcoal for torches because I'm gonna need them for the mine.
Perfect. It's already getting late again, dude.
Oh, but speaking of, I have no idea where I'd made that mine.
No. I have a great memory. Okay? That is why I definitely remember. Oh, it's right here.
After finally finding it and lighting it up so I don't lose it again,
Maybe light that up. I cannot run. That's great.
I waited until it was time to go to bed.
I think some random stuff happens in this game. Like maybe like the zombie horde thing. And I think they can break down doors too. Wish I could jump on top of it.
When morning came, I went straight for the baked potatoes because I was starving at this point.
Food.
I filled my hunger to full and went to check my crops to see if anything grew.
Girlfriends. You know, I wish Minecraft had the thing that when you sleep, these grew faster.
That would be a convenient feature to have, because right now it seems sleeping is just time skipping. Doesn't really mean or do anything. Now, some people think bats are useless ambience mobs.
Bats are supposed to be in caves, right? Oh,
This is exactly what their use is. They indicate nearby caves, and that's very useful when you don't want mobs spawning and, sneaking up on you, especially the creepers. So I went straight into doing that while looking for anything useful I can find in there.
everybody's favorite useless block. Copper.
Let me stop you right there. I did find out that copper is useful, and I did eventually make the armor and stuff, so don't bother writing that comment. I know.
Luckily, I have dirt.
Anyways, I continued lighting up that cave, found some coal,
Cool. Lovely.
mined that up,
What's that?
and then wasted my time trying to make the cave look good for some reason.
Why am I trying to make a cave look good? And for symmetry, I could do that.
But that did make me find more copper, and continued my defamation of copper.
Copper. Probably shouldn't be wasting my thing on copper, though. It's fine. I can make another. I could make a house out of copper, you know?
I then saw the coal I left in the floor, mined that up,
Oh yeah, these things give EXP, right? I forgot.
and covered up the holes I dug.
Perfect. Now we leave.
After clearing that cave though, I went to light up the other ones nearby.
I have to light these up. Monster's gonna kill me.
This one even had a little iron in it.
There's another way. I hear stuff. Is it just a full circle? That's good. That's good. I'm happy about that. Anyways, iron.
A full circle means less work and that my job is done. I got my iron, and after rightfully complaining and whining about how little there was,
That it? Okay.
I went further in, found more coal, and started hearing noises in the wall.
I'm hearing stuff and I don't want to be here anymore. Is there another side to this that I haven't been? I think I've been everywhere here now. Okay, so maybe there's just another place deeper down.
After leaving the caves, I went back to the mines. You know what time it is.
It's getting pretty deep.
I took a break from mining to go check on my farm.
Oh, look, it's everybody's favorite crop.
After picking up the trash,
Here, more beet. Yay. Do I even have any use for beet otherwise? Honestly. I don't need to walk around with a whole, like, come on. It's fine.
I went back to mining.
Why is that always so scary though?
After getting jump scared by something not FNAF for the first time in a while, I made a crafting table and then I realized something.
I need wood. Not.
I know what you degens are thinking. Perish the thought. I don't swing that way. Or anyways for that matter. Why am I even... Anyways.
I need wood. I also need a bed. But where am I gonna find sheep in this stupid spawn?
I was looking for where I could chop down some trees and... I thought against the village trees because they kind of add to the village aesthetics in my opinion. So instead, I went over to this area I saw beyond the lava pool with some pumpkins and trees dotted around. While collecting the pumpkins, I realized it was getting late,
I'll be black.
so I went home and got straight into bed. When I was allowed to, that is. I saw this music pop up, then realized something.
I don't think I'm hearing anything. Oh, it's one of the old ones. It's so useless. Ah.
I was having such a great time too, but of course Beetroot had to ruin it. I am only keeping them to sell to the villagers anyway, so it's fine I guess. At this point, you might have noticed that I'm smelting copper. I was actually a bit annoyed at myself because I should have done the iron first, or I guess instead, because in my head at that point, copper is still useless. So it turns out that was one of the best mistakes I ever made, I guess. Anyways, I contemplated whether I should plant some trees for easier access to wood. Shut up. And I immediately got distracted by grass when I remembered that you can actually plant the seeds they drop. I also saw a carrot finish growing, so I harvested and replanted those too. Then I planted the wheat seeds I got next to the beetroot since I had no space left on the farm. The rest is for potatoes and carrots. I then made the rookie mistake of jumping on my farmland, forgetting that it ruins soil.
Probably need some more water, but I don't have a bucket.
It's been a while, okay?
I forgot.
I was so loud when this happened. Anyways, here comes the big one. I wanted to take out some of the copper to smelt some of my iron instead because, as I said before, in my head, copper was useless. Pause right there. I know some people are gonna say,
The video was faked and I have to have seen the pop-up with all the tools and stuff for copper.
let me tell you something. I wasn't expecting to see anything good from Copper. I know it made stuff, building stuff, so that pop-up wasn't really surprising to me. And I do eventually find it all out. You'll see my reaction in a minute. Anyways, I carried on smelting my iron, oblivious to the ore I was neglecting, of course.
I mean, the first thing to make is a pickaxe, of course.
I made a pickaxe while, again, ignoring the copper stuff because it was in the red and I wasn't paying attention to those stuff. I also saw the pickaxe immediately anyways. I even ironically said I'm not a noob while making the biggest noob mistake ever. It was very interesting.
How are we looking? Oh, decent time in there.
Anyways, we go back to the mines.
I could go further in the mines a bit.
You know what that means.
How many days has it been? Help. Something here tells me how many days it's been.
I was thinking maybe I had dementia or something.
Or maybe something doesn't. Did they change something? This seems way smaller than it used to be. I remember it used to have like a million things on the screen.
But don't worry. After fighting to go to sleep for a minute,
I swear something told you how many days has passed.
and searching the menu for way too long, honestly, then giving up and using Google instead. Look, I know I'm not supposed to Google stuff in this playthrough, but come on, it's for the video. It doesn't count, right? Anyways, here comes the moment you've all been waiting for.
So copper is useful. Okay. I forgot. I remember hearing the news that copper isn't useless anymore. That in some update in the future it was gonna come. So I'm guessing the new update is here now then. Okay. Consider me surprised. When I shouldn't have been.
I indeed shouldn't have been. I mean, sure. I haven't played Minecraft in 3 years, but I've been watching the Minecraft news videos and stuff, and I did see that they plan to add the copper stuff, so it's actually gonna be useful now. The problem is, it's been a while since then, and there wasn't even like a release date announced, I don't think. I don't even remember if they said this year or not.
It's the same, dude. It's just a little more durable. Maybe do things a little bit faster.
Anyways, I thought about the sword too, but it's the same stats as the stone stuff, so I just made the rest and left it at that.
I don't need a new hole right now. I have too many holes, man.
With that out of the way, I went to check on my farm. I don't want it, but I do want the money it'll give me, so I won't toss him in lava right now. And speaking of tossing things in lava,
I don't really want any more. Let me not run myself straight into lava or anything.
I'm not gonna need that anymore, am I? With that out of the way, I saw a carrot had grown.
Very easy to get distracted in this game. I don't even remember what I planned to do.
In my state of confusion, I decided to take one last trip to the mines till I figured out what I was gonna do before I got sidetracked again. Another montage. Yay.
I don't know why people hate this block. I mean, it doesn't look good now, but it's not bad.
The andesite does look a bit better, but much like your mom and your sister, they both still suck raw. Ooh, iron. Is that it? Okay, I guess.
What's the time? Oh no! 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 I shouldn't have left the door open. But that's a problem for future me. 5 days. That's not bad. Let me see what's outside waiting for me. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. The golem will take care of that. No worries. Let me just make sure I'm really set. Okay.
See, I was planning to get some wood from that tree spot I forgot about since I got the pumpkins and stuff. But with monsters about, especially creepers, I'm just gonna be lazy and deal with all that in the next episode. But for right now, there's one last thing I needed to see. How's it done again?
A 5? Ew. Who the? Anyways. Ew. I like it.
Okay, Mojang cooked with this one. I'm glad they're rethinking some of the stuff they didn't intend on adding to the game before. But yeah, guys, in the next episode, I'll try to deal with those mobs outside and hopefully not die. Oh yeah, I need to chop down some more trees and plant some too for a tree farm because I'm low on wood. I'll also carry on with the mine, if I remember to. Maybe I'll try to save that zombie under my house as well. Maybe even do some trading with the villagers in the village nearby. But yeah, guys, that's it for the first episode.
Fun game. I'm reminded why I love it so much. It's been a while. So much has changed though, and it's only been like 3 years.
By the way, this is my first YouTube video ever, and I'm doing all the editing and stuff myself right now. So yeah, it took days to learn since I've never actually edited anything before in my life, besides images, I guess. So definitely let me know what you think in the comments. And let me know as well the things I should work on while you're down there. You know, like what I did well or terribly. And if you'd like to see more or less of it. And of course, if you liked my content, you can leave a like down below. Subscribe if you want to see more. And Will Smith slap that bell icon if you want to know when I drop any new content. Minecraft won't be the only game I play, guys, so stay tuned for more. Coming very soon. And if there's a game you'd like me to play too, let me know. But until then, gamers, it's been Kai, and I'm out. Goodbye.